For many fans of ITV's The Chase, Christmas simply wouldn't feel complete without seeing familiar faces on screen. The festive season is often associated with special episodes, warm humor, and the comforting presence of well-known quiz show personalities. That's why, when Jenny Ryan was noticeably absent during the Christmas period, viewers immediately began asking questions. There were no dramatic announcements, no urgent headlines from official sources, and no direct statements at first. Yet the absence alone was enough to spark curiosity and concern among fans who have followed Jenny's career for years. As one of the most recognizable chasers on British television, her presence has become part of many viewers' holiday traditions. So what really happened? Why wasn't Jenny Ryan around during Christmas? And what does her health update in 2026 actually mean for fans going forward? This story looks at the situation calmly and clearly, focusing on verified information, public context, and the importance of respecting personal well-being. Jenny Ryan, widely admired for her intelligence, quick wit, and confident presence on The Chase, has built a strong connection with audiences. Over the years, she has become more than just a quiz expert. She's a personality viewers recognize and trust. During Christmas, when many people gather with family and enjoy familiar television programs, fans naturally notice when someone is missing. Her absence didn't come with an explanation on air, which only added to the speculation. Viewers took to social media asking simple questions. Was she taking a break? Was it a scheduling decision? Or was there a personal reason behind it? Without clear answers at first, rumors began to circulate, as they often do in the absence of information. It's important to remember that television personalities, no matter how familiar they seem, are entitled to private time. Christmas, in particular, is a period when many people step away from work to focus on rest, family, and recovery from a busy year. For someone like Jenny Ryan, whose professional life involves intense mental focus, travel, and filming schedules, taking time off is not unusual. However, because fans rarely see behind the scenes, even a routine break can appear unusual when it happens during a high-profile season. In 2026, conversations around work-life balance have become more open, especially in the entertainment industry. Public figures are increasingly encouraged to prioritize their health without feeling pressured to explain every decision. When the term health update began appearing in fan discussions, it raised understandable concern. Health is a sensitive topic, and speculation can easily lead to misinformation. What's important to clarify is that there has been no indication of any serious or ongoing condition publicly confirmed. The information shared points towards a temporary need for rest and recovery, something many professionals experience after long periods of work. In recent years, Jenny has spoken positively about listening to her body and maintaining balance. Stepping back during a busy season aligns with that approach. Health updates don't always mean illness. Sometimes they simply reflect a responsible choice to slow down. The end of the year often acts as a natural pause. Many people reassess their routines, energy levels, and priorities. For those in demanding careers, Christmas can be the first real opportunity to rest fully. For television personalities, festive programming can actually increase workload rather than reduce it. Filming schedules often intensify weeks before December, meaning the visible holiday content is backed by long hours earlier in the year. Choosing not to participate in that cycle can be a proactive decision to protect long-term well-being. Once fans realized that Jenny's absence was likely linked to personal well-being rather than professional conflict, the tone of discussion shifted. Messages of support began appearing across platforms. Viewers expressed understanding and emphasized that health should always come first. Many noted that they would rather see her return rested and well than feel pressured to appear on screen. This reaction highlights a broader change in audience attitudes. Today's viewers are more aware of mental and physical health challenges and are generally supportive when public figures choose rest over constant visibility. One of the challenges in situations like this is the speed at which assumptions spread online. A single absence can quickly turn into exaggerated narratives if not handled carefully. That's why it's important to rely only on confirmed information and to avoid filling gaps with speculation. In Jenny Ryan's case, there has been no negative news, no alarming reports, and no indication of long-term issues. Her absence should be viewed through a normal human lens, rather than as a sign of crisis. Despite the Christmas break, there is no suggestion that Jenny Ryan has stepped away from her professional role permanently. Industry patterns show that taking seasonal breaks does not affect long-term participation. In fact, returning after a period of rest often leads to stronger performances. For a quiz expert whose role depends on concentration and clarity, recovery time can be especially valuable. Fans can reasonably expect to see her resume appearances when schedules align and personal readiness allows. This moment has quietly contributed to a larger conversation about how health is discussed in media. Not every health-related decision needs to be dramatic or explained in detail. Normalizing rest, recovery, and time away helps reduce stigma around taking breaks. It also sets a positive example for viewers who may feel guilty about prioritizing their own well-being. Jenny Ryan's situation reflects this shift, where choosing health is seen as responsible rather than concerning. Some fans wondered why there wasn't an immediate public statement. In many cases, silence simply means there's nothing urgent to report. Public figures are not obligated to share personal details, especially when the situation is stable. Respecting that boundary is part of healthy audience engagement. The lack of alarm from official channels strongly suggests that everything is under control. Looking ahead into 2026, fans can remain optimistic. There are no signs pointing towards permanent absence or major changes. If anything, the situation reinforces the idea that Jenny Ryan values sustainability in her career. That approach benefits both her and the audience in the long run. When she returns, it will likely be with the same confidence and sharpness viewers have always appreciated. In an age of constant updates and instant news, it's easy to interpret absence as something serious. But sometimes the simplest explanation is the correct one. Taking time off during Christmas, focusing on health, and stepping back from the spotlight are normal choices, especially after a demanding year. Jenny Ryan's absence doesn't mark an ending, it reflects a pause. The reason Jenny Ryan missed Christmas wasn't rooted in drama or distress. It was about personal well-being, balance, and responsible decision-making. Her 2026 health update doesn't signal trouble. It reassures fans that taking care of oneself is a priority worth respecting. As viewers, the best response is patience, understanding, and continued support. Because when familiar faces return rested and ready, everyone benefits.